Sandy Solis, prophetic novelist, author of Spirit Wings book series. We're going to do I am going to do a brief reading out of Spirit Wings Academy, book 1 today. This is the hardback cover, what it looks like. Hardback. So, and my outfit actually kind of matches colors, doesn't it? So I love it when I'm coordinated. So yeah, Spirit Wings, the Academy, book 1. This is either Anton the Angel or Asher the Angel. We're going to start on page 4 of chapter 1, Nobody from Nowhere. Pausing for a moment, he mumbles despairingly, "I can even run snow just by walking on it." Jesse is skilled at brooding, and today he's planning a marathon. The morning sunshine causes the snow to be glaringly bright. He squints through loose fingers just to gaze ahead. Every color possible sparkles in wondrous shades of pastel on the cottony blanket of white. As he huffs frozen breaths, the images blur around him. On the top of the old-style lampstands are Christmas decorations poking out of the fresh snow. Jesse presses his boots into the pristine snow, leaving muddy brown footprints. At this point, Anton focuses on the haze of depression that clouds about Jesse's head. He's not authorized to clear the air. The darkness is drawn in by the boy's continual thoughts of dismal gloom and doom. The muscled angel has watched the dark mist hover over Jesse off and on for years. However, this is the strongest it has ever been. Now, Jesse isn't aware of what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter since he isn't in school anymore. However, he does like weekends when school kids leave more food behind in the mall than adults. The last 3 years have been grimly cruel for Jesse, and his eyes have seen a lot in his young life. This reality would be tragic for anyone, and for the young Jesse, it is most cruel. As he walks on, he tries to stop clenching his fists by intentionally releasing his grip and shaking out his hands. It has made his hands ache more in the cold December air. As a city kid, he longs for large open spaces with grass, trees, and sunshine, but that's not where he is. Instead, he is nobody from nowhere. At least that's how he feels. After passing through the park, he walks in front of a humble cafe. He is now deep in Spanish Harlem. He sees his reflection in the cafe's old French windows. "I hate you," he says to the reflection of his cold face in the window. He is a survivor, but he hates what he has become as a result. He talks to God often, however, he never waits for a reply. He just wants God to know how he is suffering. The day his parents left him to tour with a band, he was left at his Uncle William's. The habit of talking to God started during this lonely time. Jesse calls his uncle Bill. His uncle is always too drunk to know the difference anyway. The smell of coffee captures Jesse's attention. In front of the cafe is an outdoor table and chairs with a cup of coffee and some food wrapped up in wax paper, both abandoned in the chilly air. Glancing left and right, Jesse seizes the 2 items and walks briskly away. Who would eat outside on a day like this? Jesse wonders, considering the food is unwanted by the owner. Due to plenty of cream and sugar, he manages to down the coffee. Feeling the warmth of the coffee, he opens the wax paper to find some sort of tortilla wrapped up in some sort of meat. Without hesitation, he takes a large bite. After a few chews, the sensation of jalapeno peppers begins to burn like fire in his mouth. He spits it out and paces around in pain. People from the store next door stare at his panicked state of fire mouth. The remaining trace of coffee does little to calm the burning. "Oh man, that's hot," says Jesse as he fans his open mouth. He even considers shoving some dirty New York snow in his flaming mouth. Earlier, a man dug in his car for his bookstore keys and left his lunch on the table. The bewildered man stands with the gloved hand on his head. "Sure, I left my food right here on this table." People walking by Jesse make no contact, giving him that invisible feeling from what he calls normal people with places to go and people to meet. The neighborhood's atmosphere is tense due to the terrorist threat of orange in New York City these days. Orange stands for high. The only color above that is red for severe. End of page 7. Hope you enjoyed a little excerpt out of Spirit Wings Academy, Book 1. This is Sandy Solis, prophetic novelist, author of Spirit Wings book series. Thanks for listening.